Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, at the time I'm doing this, I've had to move my truck about 3 times because of the goddamn sun. People, Brandon, you don't really hate I hate the sun. I don't like the sun. Me and the sun are not friends. We have a mutual agreement, it keeps providing energy and stuff and everything like that. And I don't go over there and, snuff it out using my, various means and things that I have at my disposal. It's a tentative alliance, but there's a ceasefire in effect. Anyway, why am I in my truck? Well, I'm in my truck. Plus, I'm wearing my grody work stuff because I was on my way to a place after work. I found a thing to review, and here we is. What is said thing? What am I going to review? Why have I been trying to dodge the sun for the last fucking 10 minutes? Well, folks, we're doing green chili chicken tamales from Laredo Tacos. I've gone over there and done a number of items off the Laredo Tacos menu. If you're not familiar, I don't know how they operate everywhere, but the one that I go to, they're in a gas station, and they're sort of a Chipotle style type of thing where you go over there and, you can pick stuff out, or they have pre-made, stuff available. That's what these are. These actually weren't even in the little restaurant area. They were out in their own little section. So I figured I'd give these a try. Laredo Taco is a little bit, so-so when it comes to their stuff. It's not bad, but it's definitely not great. I'm a little bit more hopeful with these. I don't think they're going to wow me, but I'm hopeful, folks, because tamales are fantastic, and I count myself as being extremely fortunate. I work with a lot of folks who come from a Hispanic heritage, and as a result, they've been, kind enough over the years to share some of their food with me. So I have had some incredibly bomb-ass fucking tamales, like way better than any tamale you've ever had. I mean, depending on who you know and how you make your tamales and such. I don't think these are going to come anywhere close to living up to those, but maybe they'll be good. Let's find out, folks, because why the hell not? I mean, there's probably reasons for it, but I could do other things with my time, if I'm honest. But I like doing this show, and I appreciate the fact that my subscriber count has, gone up a little bit recently. Decent tick. Thank you to anybody who comments or does anything like that. I always appreciate that. So I try not to bother you folks by, being like, oh, like, comment, subscribe. It's like, if you want to. If you don't, you don't. I just appreciate, that people hopefully appreciate what I do at least a little bit. Now, these are some small, okay, right off the bat, this is a small-ass tamale. Now, you do get a bunch of them. You get 6. So, I mean, that's but, these are some small-ass tamales. So, I'm a little less hopeful now, but let's see how they go. If they were red chicken, I could call them Roja Pola or what, Polo or whatever it is. I'm going to stop butchering the Hispanic language. You know what? I'm going to kind of give it to them. That actually wasn't bad. It had, the proper consistency of a tamale. Didn't get a lot of chicken. That's definitely a point of contention. But what it was actually did taste good. You could taste the green sauce. Gave it a nice little heat to it. Not a lot, but just enough. And that's honestly been a big point of contention for me with Laredo's Taco stuff is that, their stuff isn't terrible or anything, but there's no punch to it. It's very kind of kind of bland. This isn't bland. This actually has decent flavor to it. And I'm just gonna say it. I think flat out, I think this is the best thing that I've ordered from them. Like, straight up. I think it was about $8 for 6, which is a little bit much personally. But at the very least, yeah, like I said, this is probably the best item I've actually gotten from them. It's certainly the tastiest. I don't know how filling it's going to be, Personally, I think realistically, just go over there, instead of doing the 6, just make like 2 good size ones. I think would probably work out better. But for being what they are, I mean, yeah, they're not anywhere near as good as, the ones that I've had from, like the people I work with. Or even like the ones, I have a Mexican supermarket. On the weekends, they make them, fresh to order like in a dozen. They're fucking phenomenal. They don't stand up to those, but they're not as far away as I was expecting. I really didn't have high hopes for these. And, I wanted them to be good, and I thought they had the potential to be good. And then they were. And so I can't be disappointed with that. And, yeah, like I said, they're not the best things I've ever had. But for one thing, they're the best gas station tamales I've ever had. Mind you, they're the first gas station tamales I think I've ever had. But, there you go. But yeah, like, I'm genuinely surprised that, like, I didn't eat it and immediately start thinking to myself, yeah, I could be eating way better ones than this. It was like I was satisfied, which that's kind of a thing for Laredo tacos. I think I've only ever had like one other thing where, like, while I was eating it, I wasn't just piecing it apart and kind of, being underwhelmed. And it's like, yeah, I have to give it to them. Like I said, a little bit more chicken. I think, give it a little bit more chickeny flavor. But now all that said, would I recommend them? Yeah, I would actually. For one thing, I didn't have to go over there and I didn't have to go over there and order them at the counter. I was able to just, grab them out of the display that they had, which I appreciate personally. Nothing against ordering or anything, but, just quicker. And, I mean, about the only thing that kind of hurts a little bit for me is the price. It's not terrible, but, like, I feel like, I could go over there to that Mexican supermarket and get, like the proper ones for not that much more. And I think I get, I don't know if I get half dozen of those, or it's been a while since I've done it, but yeah, I mean, just as like a pickup thing, like if you're going to grab something from Laredo Tacos and you're willing to spend a little bit more, these genuinely are pretty solid. And like, what with them being a little bit smaller, they're not bad as like a travel snack. So yeah, I am going to give them my recommendation. Now, if you can go over there and get yourself some bomb-ass legit ones, do that. But if you happen to be going into a gas station, your options are limited. These do, and they actually are pretty good. Anyway, that's going to do it for me on this one, folks. Stuff. I'm just the most attractive individual. Anyway, folks, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. If you can go over there and have yourselves a truly tamale-tastic rest of your life. Something from the tamale went down my jacket sleeve, and I can't get it out. No! Maybe that's me living a tamale-tastic life. But no, tamales are wonderful. They're like one of the best things ever. And I mean, hopefully that's the kind of life that you get to live. One of the best lives ever. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Sometimes you're over there and you have tamale in your jacket sleeve and you can't get it out. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to eventually free it. Who knows how that'll go. But even with that being said, I have to make my way throughout, the rest of my day. I can't be overly concerned with tamale in coat sleeve situation. But if it does go over there and get to me, well, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in my life so that hopefully I can go over there, make things a little bit better just for everybody around me. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there, folks. Maybe you're going to get yourself some Laredo Tacos, green chicken tamales. They also have, other ones, too. I think beef tamales. Maybe I'll try those for a video. But maybe you'll try them out, and, you'll be over there, and they'll be good. You'll enjoy them, I think. But maybe like me, some folks who can go over there and make you some real, proper ones. And you go over there, you get those. And you go over there, and you're like, you know what? These are so good. We're going to open up a stand. We're going to get a little business license thing going on. It's going to become a whole thing. And then before you know it, your tamales are all over the world. Y'all folks become the tamale kings. Why aren't tamales, for as popular as tamales are, you would think that they would have a bigger presence in, they're obviously not uncommon, but, if you compare them to, tacos or burritos, those are, super common. Tamales are always a little bit special, though, which, to be fair, that kind of works in their favor. But anyway, something, you make billions of dollars making tamales and such and everything. Maybe you toss me $100,000 for inspiring it, but yeah, you don't have to. Or conversely, you could go over there and do something that's, far more sensical than that. Maybe just go over there and learn how to make yourself some really bomb-ass tamales. I'm not going to do that because I would make a huge fucking mess of it. But maybe you're more competent than I am. Probably are. Anyway, bye.